Peace. Welcome to Spears and Mics. I'm L1. We got the brother Just P and the brother Y Slice with us. And today we talking about the 25 best female rappers of all time, according to Billboard magazine. Um, kind of I didn't have no expectations when the brother Watt told me they put out a list. I already know it's questionable. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't know who these people are. Paul Lamar, Golf Mitchell, Angel Diaz. These are all the people that compiled this list. And not to say that they're not a part of the culture or valid or whatever, but I don't know. This list is questionable. It's definitely worth breaking down and talking about it. What y'all brothers felt when y'all first saw it?
I agree with Nicki Minaj being number one if they wasn't gonna put I think Queen Latifah is the number one. But if not, then maybe Nicki. I could see with them being with Nicki. But a
I think
lot
it
of
should have been Queen Latifah also.
yeah, I think that's the most one female. I really don't like it's cool to group them, but you know what I mean? It's hard judging females because they're females. So they've already like pigeonholed themselves to me. They're gonna rap about female things instead of like it depends because that kind of is like a handicap to me when it comes to just judging like an MC.
P, you gonna get washed up by the sisters when they hear you talking.
Nah,
Uh,
but
I,
yeah,
I think a lot of them, you can't say that about all of them. You generalizing, you
al-
generalizing.
almost
Cause
not
Shay Noir don't be rapping about no. Sometimes it be female topics or whatever, but like
right. But she
it's spit
also
first.
she's not she's
MC
not
Light wasn't just about no real
what
female shit. Like
Shay Noir is interesting, but not really interesting. She just be like she could put the words together, but she's not like super dazzling. You know what I'm saying? We kind of give her a pass because she can rap and she a girl. You know what I'm saying? If she was a boy, it'd
I
be
think
like
she would still be nice. I
not
think she would
really.
still.
You'd be like she can rap, but you wouldn't be like yo, she's great. You know what I'm saying? Because she just could put the words
So you
together.
don't like women's
She's not.
basketball. You don't like women's sports because you feel well,
No, I
like
like I like women's sports. Like I like sports. Like if it's boxing, that's the sports I like. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Basketball. I just think when you judge, when you kind of group them, you kind of
hmm
already giving yourself a little room or like a half excuse. You know what I'm saying? That's like little kid rappers. Who's the little kid? Why can't they just be rappers? Because if it was all one gender, a lot of them wouldn't be popping. Almost none of them. The only one kind of to me, like Queen Latifah went through like every chamber like a regular rapper. She did all the battles, the hits, the movies. She had a label. You know what I'm saying? But
hmm
like
kind of like the de facto leader of Flavor Unit to a
right,
degree
right, right,
too.
yeah, that was her.
It was kind of like, you
Her
know what
and
I'm
Homeboy.
saying?
Her and Kim were a flavor unit. You know what I'm saying? Who's
hmm
doing that? You know? And that wasn't just like a crew of her and her little female rappers. Like that was like
Heavy hitters,
label.
heavy hitters,
Like you know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
that's you don't
And
see
it
it.
was
and an
phases. It
extended
was phases too. It was phases of the flavor unit also.
right, and it
You
was kind
don't
of extended native tongues
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
kind of extended native tongues because
like
you had Dreads
that's
from
dope.
Black Sheep. You know, Apache was Zulu also, from my understanding.
All right.
So like
Freddie
all
Fox
of
was
them,
flavor union at one time too.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, he was
right,
definitely.
right, right. Shout out to Bumpy Knucks.
But
Um,
Shay Noir is dope because she can rap and like she could rap. You know what I'm saying? Which is saying a lot. Like she got all the techniques down. You know what I'm saying? She got a good ear for beats. She makes good music. But it's
Yeah, I think she's incredible. She's my favorite female MC.
yeah,
And I don't listen to like when I listen to a female rap, I try not to think of her as a female
right,
MC. Like
right,
I just listen for the music, the
right,
content, the
right.
Mm.
lyricism, the beats.
Shay Noir's
I don't listen to it and be like, "Oh, she's dope," because she's a female, or she's
right.
dope, or she's not, whatever. I just listen to the music, and if it's the lyrics is tough and the
That's
beats is tough, then that's
that's
what I'm
how
looking
she be.
for.
That's why
You know what I'm
she's
saying?
honestly like
Doesn't matter.
she's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But even
Armani Caesar is dope too.
Amani, you know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? And I was just thinking of her. She's
Money
more
Caesar
on like
is
the
dope.
stripper side, but she got
Yeah,
everything.
but she got bars too though.
Yeah, see what
She
I'm
got
saying?
bar and she's gritty.
Right,
And
right,
she
right,
Hmm.
and there's songs where she don't talk about her
right,
sexuality and her body and all of that and her
right.
being a bad chick and all of that stuff. But the thing with like when I saw the list, I I was disgusted. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I know it's Billboard, you know what I'm saying? But I just was like, when you call somebody or something the greatest of all time, like the accolades and the work gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? And some of these females on there, like not taken away from them being dope, but like the greatest of something.
Yeah.
I think that term gets used so loosely, like the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like people took it and ran with it. Now everybody's a GOAT.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like I don't like I told y'all earlier, Zulu King K Swift had commented and was like, yo, you might not like the artist, but there's some spitters on there. And I'm like, I'm not denying the spitters. I'm not denying them. I'm just saying like the greatest of all time, and you put 25 of them.
Who else is on the
It's like
list?
you just
So
made it up. We could go through the list
let's
now.
yeah,
Start at
I'm
25.
gonna go through the list and then we could give our comments because maybe some of the viewers and the listeners may have not seen this list. And again, this is on Billboard.com. This was published on April 7th, so it's pretty new. I guess that was yesterday, right? But one thing I want to say before I read this list, one thing that stood out to me is that, and maybe I think it should these three sisters should have been given an honorable mention just to give a nod to the sisters that paved the way and opened the door for there to be any female MCs. And I think they should have just had given a mention. I'm not saying give a spot because there's a lot of accomplished artists on here. And maybe it hasn't been a long period of time that they have a lot of accomplishments because Doechii is fairly new. And understand she's successful right now and she's making moves right now, but like to me I think they could have respectfully mentioned the pioneers of female MCing, and I'm talking about specifically like Sha Rock, Debbie D, and Queen Lisa Lee. You know what I mean? These sisters paved the way. They're pretty much three of the early, well, Sha Rock is the first female MC period, and these sisters came up within the Zulu Nation and all of that. So, I want to give the honor and the respect to the queens that opened the door for the rest of the female MCs to come about. Because these sisters were like, I think Debbie D was like one of the first female solos, but like these sisters were in groups with men and they were holding their own and they paved the way for other females to come into the game. So with that being said, honor to them sisters. And so Billboard's 25 best female rappers of all time. So number 25, and I'm not even gonna lie, some of these names I'm not familiar with. Most of them I am, but Tierra Whack is listed as 25. Um, Watt, you were saying she nice, right?
She is. She's from Philly. Um, she's been rhyming for a minute. Um,
Mm-hmm.
she's dope to me.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's dope. I think she got bars. I think she has concepts. You gotta tap into her.
Yeah,
She's
I
dope.
am. I'm definitely am.
But greatest of all time, I don't think she should have been on the list. But she is dope though.
And
Right.
She
then
is.
they stole like her kind of like she was kind of popping in the same vein of like maybe another girl, but definitely like Doja Cat was kind of how she was.
Doja Cat is on there. She's on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
list.
yeah.
And
And then
Doja Cat is dope. Doja Cat is
Doja Cat
dope.
was dope, but she was kind of after like second to Tierra Whack, where they
Yeah,
were like
right.
and
Hmm.
nerdy and dressing weird and weird makeup. But then if you listen
Mm,
to them, they're saying something.
Nah.
And
They
because
yeah.
Tiara's dope, but she's definitely like out there. And then Doja Cat came out there because when Doja Cat first came out, she had all kinds of weirdness going on, like
Hmm.
she was a straight cat, animal, all types of but the music and the
Yeah,
bars were there.
the cow joint, the moo, and all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember
See what
that.
I'm
That was
saying?
kind of
Mm.
crazy.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
But
yeah,
then
yeah.
then Doshi comes out and she does all that and then some. So then you know what I mean, it's crazy. That's why I kind of feel like Tiara Whack is underrated. You know what I mean? She kind of missed that little lane that she kind of pioneered.
Hmm.
She definitely was the first one to be like weird and
Yeah.
have. You know what I mean?
Gangsta Boo is listed as 23. I remember being as like a 3 6 Mafia affiliated artist.
But she had a
Um,
solo career. She had a number of solo albums. I
yeah,
could I could see Gangsta Boo
Right. Especially in the
being on
South.
the list.
One of the
Yeah,
first.
yeah, I could put I'll put Gangsta Boo on there.
You know
no
what I mean?
doubt. 22, we got Lady of Rage on there.
I
He
like
I
deserved to
that.
thought
be higher.
Yeah.
I agree.
He deserves to
I
be
remember when I
higher.
first heard Lady
Yeah,
of
really,
Rage.
you know,
She definitely caught my attention when I first heard her. She
she
was
was
spitting.
dope, but then she
Remember, everybody thought she was from the West Coast, but she was actually from
She's from
Virginia.
Baltimore. Yeah, from Virginia.
Oh,
right,
Right, right,
right,
she's
right.
right.
from Virginia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's from
Yeah.
VA. Shout out to Lady of Rage.
But she only had one
21,
album.
Yeah,
Only
she
had
had
right?
she had one album. Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
can't really
Yeah.
be unless it's like it depends, yo. Unless it's like
Then she
in
did cameos in movies and stuff.
right, right. But
She's in a
like
few
Doshi got
movies.
the one joint or two that's impactful, but it's like super impact. Lauren got the one album or so, and it's like a big
But
impact.
Lauren's on there. We're gonna get to Lauren, but
All right.
like
But
Yeah,
Rage
yeah.
wasn't
we'll
Rage.
get to
That
Lauren because
one
I
album,
got something to say about her, and I love Lauren, but
right,
And we
right.
got something to say about a few people that's left off as
But
yeah,
well.
that one
Like,
yeah.
album wasn't impactful enough to be like
It
Rage was
wasn't a
dope.
hip hop album. It wasn't a
No,
hip hop album.
I'm talking about Rage. I'm talking about the Lady of Rage.
Oh,
That
okay,
one
okay.
album, Afro Puff, was not impactful enough to be
Nah,
like greatest of all time. It's just really
nah.
because she was dope and she was from like Death Row. Like she was, you know what I mean, stand up
Um,
and
nah,
Death
but
Row.
like, yo, she's done
I'm saying she's
features.
dope.
She's done features that.
Yeah,
But
she's
I
fire.
guess the body of work, you right. The body of work
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah, yeah. And
suggest.
you have to have that.
yo,
You have to
you know what's crazy, right? Like, and I know why you kind of mentioned this earlier when I was speaking to you, right? You got Lady of Rage on there, but yeah, you don't have Yo-Yo. Like,
Yeah, that's
Yo-Yo could
crazy to me.
easily be Yo-Yo could easily be in Lady
Top
of
five.
Rage's spot.
She could be in top five. Yo yo.
have
Yeah,
uh,
Yes, she
bona
can.
fide top 10, no
Yes, she
less.
can.
Anything less than top 10 is
yeah,
disrespectful.
Yes, she
I'm
can.
telling you.
yeah.
What you mean, nah? She
Yeah,
had a song with Cube that
I know
what?
what
Like
you got. I
she's
know
on
what you
joints
got.
with Cube?
I know what
Nah, nah.
I
Don't
Yo
know
try to
what
yo,
play
you
me
got.
nah.
out. Don't try to you playing her out.
And,
You
and
playing her out, P. You
what
playing her out.
lyrical technical? What bars was
Why
on
does that
there?
have to be lyrical technical? Cardi
Nah,
B on there.
Cardi
Cardi
B,
B's
there's a
on
lot of
there.
people.
I
Cardi
got
B's
radio
on
and
this
it's the
list.
same thing. You can't.
Yo, P,
Cardi
you
B
just
on
said Nicki
there.
Minaj was worthy of number one. She ain't no technical rapper either. No, I'm gonna take that back. She is. No, she
Crazy.
is. She is. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that back.
You can't.
I'm gonna take
You're
that. I'm gonna take
crazy.
that back. I'm gonna take
You know
that
what I'm
back.
saying?
I'm
But
gonna
the
take
Rage
that back.
was on there. Why is Rage on there? Because she had the bars. MC Lane. I mean MC like Yo Yo ain't have no bars. She and Ice
You
Cube
Nah, but she got
listen.
good
rhymes.
music. She
Go
got
go
good
back
music.
and
She
listen.
talented.
Just go
Ice
back and
Cube wrote
listen.
the rhymes.
All right, all right,
Ice
all right. Hold
Cube
on.
wrote his rhymes?
Yes.
Nah, I don't think
Didn't?
so.
No, he
I
didn't.
don't know. I don't know. All right,
You trip.
let's keep going down the
You
list.
tripping, P. Yeah,
Um,
put your hoodie on.
let's
You tripping.
let's fight later. Um,
Okay.
21 Glorilla. I think it's
So
early,
yeah, so
but I
yeah.
don't
Nah.
know, man.
No,
It's
no, no.
Nope.
early,
I
And
like
I
Glow.
and
early.
I like Glow too. I like Glow too. I'm not gonna lie, Glow grew on
I
me.
like Glorilla.
I don't go out there and let me put on some Glorilla.
If
But
it's on,
I think
No,
yeah,
she
yeah,
dope.
yeah, yeah.
She's
I like
talented.
Glow. I like Glow.
Yeah, yeah,
But
she
go
talented.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Um, 20, one of our very own, Moni Love.
I got.
Moni Love.
I could see that. I
But
like Moni
how
Love.
though? What solo career she had though? Other than like, what did she really have?
She
Not
had
too,
two
not too.
albums, right?
And what was there?
Think about two.
What was the hit for like? What's her?
Money in the Middle, Money in the Middle,
Okay,
and
because the radio,
uh
she was more popping on the radio. She was more
that
prominent.
counts.
That counts.
It does.
That
It
count,
does. It does.
especially then,
Yeah,
because
It
everything
does.
they rotate now. Like I don't even
she
listen to the
wasn't.
radio, but I
She
could
wasn't
only
doing,
imagine what it
wasn't doing
was,
music like that.
what it is now.
She stopped doing music a long time ago. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
But
yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, but she
She
She's from
does.
the UK. She's from the
Yeah,
UK.
she does deserve to be on that list though.
She a part of Native Tongues.
Yeah, she a part of Native
You
Tongues.
know
Yeah,
what I'm
nah, she got to
saying?
be on there. She has to
Yeah,
be.
but that don't mean like
She
Nico D's the greatest, one of the greatest rappers because he
nah,
was.
but she's more qualified than some of the other people on the list
Nah,
for
yeah,
certain.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
All right.
I, I'll give her.
19, Lotto. Early. It's early. I think she's talented also.
Yeah,
yeah. I think she's dope.
Talented also,
can't put
but
it
I don't
down.
think
early.
she need to be up there though.
Right. I agree. 18, Remy Ma.
Oh
I
no,
mean,
Mm.
I like
Uh,
Remy, but she ain't. She has no
her
class.
body of work too. Yeah, her
yeah,
body of work
it's
too.
what
Ain't
is it? One album? It's one
She got
solo
a
album or
couple,
two?
like
Is
one
it
or
two
two.
solo albums?
one and
Yeah,
a half because she did the
Mm,
joint with Fat Joe,
yeah.
right. First off, so you've
and
been
now
home
she's sexed
for
out. Now she's sexed out.
right.
Her
You've been
music.
home for what is it?
It's more
6, 7
mature.
years. You've been home for 6, 7 years. Like I think it should have been your business to get a solo album out and reestablish, whatever foothold you may have had or in the female MC
She wants that.
thing. You came out with a half album, the album with Joe, which it was okay. You know
Mid.
what I mean? Mid, right? It wasn't and what I'm saying? It had a big single, yes. A very big single.
That was it.
Um, that was it though, right? That was
A
it.
bunch of
Remy,
remixes.
Remy's dope overall. I say, just if you look at Remy, right, like her introduction to hip hop on Big Pun's album, on the second album, Yeah Baby, which I really don't like that album too much, but we'll talk about that another time. That song that she had, Remy Martin,
Fire.
was
Miss Martin.
crazy.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Miss
Miss
Martin,
Martin.
Miss
Yeah, yeah,
Martin.
yeah. Miss
I
Martin. Yeah,
think
yeah, 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 yeah.
I think honestly I'm gonna say this to this day. I don't think there's been outside of some like female MCs like Sonya Blade or
Mae
maybe
West.
Heather B. Yeah, like there's like that song Remy Ma. I think set the bar. I think it's one of the most fierce
Mhm.
joints I've ever heard a female on.
That
Period.
and
I
the remix for Annie Up.
um
Her remix verse for Annie Up was pretty dope too.
That was crazy. Um, right. I think it's one of the best female songs, period. And I would say the only one that I've ever heard come close to her would maybe Rod Digger. And where is Rod Digger on this list?
She ain't on the list, which is crazy.
Yeah,
But go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Like,
Let's get through the list and then we'll talk
right,
about the
right,
people that's
yeah.
not
right,
on
right,
there.
right. I'm sorry.
One
I
solo.
was just out. I had quick outrage over that.
Because
Um,
Dirty Harriet is one of my favorites, and
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
yeah. I
To
want that.
I
Yeah.
really don't understand that. It really
yeah,
pissed me off when she wasn't on there. But go ahead.
right. So, all right. So, Remy Ma was 18, 17. Rhapsody. That's good. I mean,
Yeah,
she's
she
dope.
deserved it. She
She's
deserved to be
dope.
on there. I don't think.
She's
I
dope.
don't
She's
know if it's her too.
incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? She's worthy and she's earning her spot. And when it's all said and done, she might be top three in this.
yeah. I can see
Like,
it.
I think as she continues
She
to
might be. Her
progress,
body of work is crazy.
it
Her
is. It
albums are
is.
fire. Her albums are
It
fire. A lot of
is.
people don't like her,
Right.
but I know some hip hop heads that don't like her, and it's weird
And
to me. But
she be
I
holding
think
her own with some of the greats too. Like anybody
yeah,
that I've seen her,
Yeah, no,
you
rap.
know,
I like rap a lot.
um, shout out to Rhapsody, especially kind of close to us to a degree in a sense that Ninth Wonder, Black Jedi Zulu, peace to Zulu King Ninth Wonder, and peace to Rhapsody, man. You know, your work is incredible. Um, and you're definitely worthy of being on this list. And I'm pretty sure when it's all said and done, you're gonna be at the top of these lists going forward. So number 16, Doja Cat. I'm not familiar with her music, so
she
I
deserves
can't
to be on
dispute
there
it. Oh yeah.
just for her creativity and her talent alone to
She
get
Hmm.
her
got
on the list. It
Hmm.
might not be top 10. She might not be top 10, but she's up there.
Yeah.
She's in the top 25 like
Hmm.
greatest of all time, but because of her concepts, her
Hmm.
content, and she could really rap.
Hmm.
I can't front on Doja
I've
Cat.
heard a lot of people talk about her, but I've never
She's
really
weird.
locked in
She's
that of her
weird,
as well. Yeah.
but and I don't agree with her like when she talks about regular stuff. I'm good. Like I could. I could care less about that. But her
Hmm.
music is dope. She's dope.
Hmm. 15, they got Megan Thee Stallion, which I really personally don't care for. She's not my
Yeah,
type of
no,
MC.
yeah.
You take away her, I guess, looks. If everyone's crazy over her looks and the twerking and all of that, like that means nothing to me. It doesn't because you could dance or you so-called hot don't make you dope in hip hop. That's like that's not a requirement. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. When it comes down to the talent, I don't think I've heard anything that's been something that I liked. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to her, but I don't see her as a dope female MC and a good advocate to even represent hip hop culture, man. Like these people are rappers. They're not really down with hip hop. Um, Left Eye, 14. I mean, she's a part of a legendary R&B group.
R&B group.
You know,
Yeah,
it's an
yeah. Like
R&B
I
pop
don't get
group.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Like she
Oh,
has she said some dope raps? Yeah, she said some dope raps, but she's a part of an R&B
and
group.
she doesn't. What?
And no,
I
no disrespect because she's passed on. Like
Yeah, but what?
she
Like
should, you know,
what
like
work?
does she have a solo album? Does she
No,
have
never.
any
I
legendary
think she was working
features?
on it. She was working on it. I remember her
Right,
being on Cradle Rock on Tikal 2 Judgment Day, but she
right,
didn't
right,
even
right,
have
right,
a verse. She didn't even have a
right.
verse on it.
She just like on the
Uh,
hook, right?
yeah. Um,
Rockabye baby, that shit, right?
right,
Like,
right, yeah. Um,
mm-hmm,
she became Nina when she signed to Death Row, but she never got the chance to drop anything because of her untimely
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
demise, that accident she had.
Yeah,
Uh, I wouldn't put her on no list because she's like, I mean, I can't even remember. She don't go chasing waterfalls. She rhymed.
right,
Um, what about
right.
your
Oh, good
friends?
verses, yeah. Good
But like,
verses
I
and
ain't
dope
putting on no
music. But
greatest. Yeah, I'm not putting you on
yeah,
no greatest of all time. Like,
You got the Raps and House Party 3. You know what I'm saying?
oh yeah, when I say make some, you say noise. Make some noise. Make some noise.
Trina, number 13, Trina.
um,
Um,
I'm not against that. I like Trina. And she's definitely a pioneer in the South.
I like Jackie O better.
Nah, but she ain't doing Trina. Trina got enough. She got a good catalog.
Yeah. I'm not hating on Trina. Trina deserved to be on there. She deserved to be on there.
12, 12, the Brat. I think the Brat
Yeah.
definitely,
Hmm.
she's definitely worthy of being on that list.
Absolutely.
She was,
Absolutely.
I remember at the time, right, we were listening to the Brat. She represented Chicago real well. She's spitting like
Yo, I had the
she was dope.
Funkdafied single. I had the
Well,
single. I had Funkdafied. You know what I'm saying?
she had some records like she was
You,
spitting.
you know what's
The
fire?
Brat was spitting.
They was dope, dope, dope. Fire rhymes. She was spitting, and she wasn't really saying nothing at all. You listen
Oh,
to
She
it now.
wasn't. The Brat.
the
Yeah.
Brat.
If you listen to it
Yeah,
now, yeah, she wasn't really talking
What?
about nothing.
But back then, and the way her flow is crazy.
Like,
For
yeah,
you,
nah, the
yeah.
flow was
like,
crazy. It was. It was.
Yeah.
It
that's
was.
crazy. That's because she wasn't saying nothing. And
No, it wasn't.
that's also
No.
Janae. So does she deserve to be on that list? Because
Yeah, I think she deserves to be on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
She definitely did a lot. She did a lot. Like I think
Yeah. I
she
bang with the Brat. Yeah. The
yeah.
Brat deserved that. Yeah.
Number 11, the big hat, Cardi B.
No.
she's impactful though. That run
I
that
don't.
She's impactful.
I mean that's right up there with like
She's popular, right? She's
yeah,
a
that's
crossover. She's crossed over into a pop.
impact.
She has celebrity from reality shows.
And she had
She's
all popular songs on the album. She actually had
popular song, catchy songs. She
yes,
got an
Did she
incredible
write it?
ghostwriter. She got an
Yeah.
incredible ghostwriter. Maybe
Yo.
it's her husband. I don't know. Um, Good music. I like some of her music. It sound good, but I don't think she's a top 25 female MC.
I don't like
Um,
none of it.
yeah, it's not for me. You know, it's not for me.
it's
I don't
not for
think
me at all.
it's a representative of hip
It was
hop.
a big
I don't
impact,
think so.
you know what I mean? And
But
it's
it's
just
just that
Impact on
she's
who?
the whole entire culture of the world, Craig.
I don't
The,
think nobody's
I,
trying to
I'm a part of
emulate.
the world, and she didn't make an impact on me.
so you have no idea who Cardi. You never heard none of them songs. You
I've
never
heard of her.
never seen people playing them songs.
It never moved. He's saying it never moved him, right? It
All
never
right, but I
moved
think
you.
that
It never did anything for me.
Right.
the world bigger than Nino Brown, my G. It's bigger than
Yeah,
Nino.
I understand that. I think her music is for never mind. I'm not gonna disrespect nobody, but go ahead. Continue.
Say
And what
less, beloved.
with
Um,
that type of woman, who could do that? Like them other artists making that song and them type of veins, who could put an album together like
What
that?
song? What who put it? I mean, she's a concept. She's a concept, so anybody could put it together.
Uh,
If they get behind you, it's a concept. You
first
have
though,
a
she
team,
stepped
you
on
have
the
a writing
gas.
team.
She stepped on the gas the same. She jumped in the same lane as Nicki
right.
Minaj was.
She had something.
She basically cut her off in traffic. She basically cut Nicki Minaj off in traffic and jumped right in her lane and took her
It's
spot.
good.
She took her spot. I'm being real. And then the beef and all of that, like, I don't know. I think she just took her spot. And to me, to see somebody, right, you see somebody ahead of you, you chasing them down, you want to be who they are in the industry. I mean, Nicki Minaj is way more talented than,
Yeah, they weren't
you
really
know what
doing.
I'm saying? They're both, they're both pretty sisters. Like, they both have the look or whatever. Nicki Minaj is more talented. Cardi B makes decent music, but like it's not her making the music. She has ghostwriters, so I can't give her the credit, and I'm not gonna hold her in the same place as Nicki Minaj. But let's keep going forward. Do y'all have anything more to say about Cardi B? Oh, y'all
No,
good.
I'm good.
So 10, 10, Fox Boogie Brown from Brooklyn.
Okay.
Um,
10.
she's listed as 10. Yeah, she's 10. Um, I would hold her like I would push her back a little bit.
Hmm.
But she definitely
He made an
has
impact.
she's made an impact.
She
She
did.
made an impact, definitely.
She did.
She was affiliated with two of the greats of the eras that she's coming from, right? Being associated with Jay-Z, being associated with Nas. She held her own in a lot of legendary songs
Hmm.
like Mr. Smith, right? That's her is Mr.
That's
Smith
her
like
debut. That's
that's
her
her
debut.
debut, right? She came in like that was
With
like a
some
rocket.
heavyweights. With some
Yeah,
heavyweights.
you coming in on a joint with Fat Joe, Prodigy, LL Cool J, Keith Murray, right? And there wasn't a whack verse on that.
I
Shit,
shot you, yeah.
I think Fat Joe had the worst verse
He
on that.
did.
Prodigy, Prodigy and Keith Murray might have had the best two verses.
Hmm.
Um, but
Elverse
her
was
ver
crazy too, though.
yeah,
And it
definitely.
sounded like he dissed her too.
Yeah, yeah, you think
Female, you
so?
get it too. I don't give a
Word.
boo.
Oh, right. Yeah,
You know,
he like, nah,
L be
you ain't.
taking
Yeah,
shots. L
yeah,
be
yeah,
taking
yeah,
shots.
right.
L
That's
be
right.
taking
But
shots. Like
that's
who
an
this little
incredible
kid
date.
coming? And she was
That's
15.
right. Yeah, young. She's like a child prodigy to a degree, but she don't get the credit for it, right?
Hmm.
Her and Little Kim were both very young.
Hmm.
Both very young. And I'm not gonna lie, yo, Foxy Brown was one of the very few female artists that I bought their album. Her and Rod Digger, Dirty
Yo,
Harriet, probably the only two
I had her. I
two
bought
at
her
the time.
first 3 albums.
I think I bought Black Rain also from Queen Latifah.
I
I
had
Um,
bought
that
Black Rain. I
album.
had Black Rain. I bought Foxy Brown's first 3 albums.
oh, well, I only bought Elmana.
Nana, China Doll, and Broken Silence. And I was looking forward to the one before she had the issue with her going deaf and all of that. Because I
Mm,
remember she was heating up the mixtape scene when like before she signed to Black Hand, like
mm.
she had that "It's Necessary We Stay in Burberry" with an H Todd
I
bag and
forgot the Black Hand
I mean
situation.
whatever H Todd shoe or whatever that was. That song was fire. That song
Hmm.
was fire. She
Yeah.
was coming back, and you know what I'm saying. And I ran into her a couple times too in the city. And she was cool. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying. She was cool.
You know,
But shout out to
what I
Fox.
most definitely. What I think about Fox, like when I look at her and her placement, right? Top 10 isn't bad. I mean, I think she's worthy of it. Um, but like to be affiliated or have so many collabs with legendary Titan MCs and hold your own, like I think that's what she really earned hers. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we go, like she was on so many
She had
joints with these
joints. She had
greats.
joints.
Yeah, she's on a lot of joints.
She
She's on a
did
lot of
the
joints.
Batman
And
Pajama. She's a
right,
Batman Pajama.
right. Who was she working with?
Can I
Trackmasters?
get you? Yeah. Can I get
Trackmasters
you
was
home with
working with
me
her.
tonight? Yo, she has some joints.
Yeah.
Ain't no
Ain't
ninja.
no end, yeah, ain't no that she made
Yo,
Jay hot with that.
she
She made
yo,
Jay
she
hot with
had
that.
joint. Yo, even the joint that got them in the beef and with her and Kim and CNN and Junior
Hmm.
Mafia, Bang Bang was fire. She went
Yeah, that was
she
yeah.
she went crazy
And,
on
and,
Bang
and, and
Bang.
that Alchemist beat is sinister, man.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
shit made me
that
want to
beat
do
is
crime. That
yeah,
shit made
yeah.
me want to do
Nah, that
crime.
beat is
I ain't
crazy.
gonna lie, we rolled out to some beefs on that bank. Yo, that joint.
Beat is crazy.
Telling you,
Nah,
me
that
and
beat is
CJ,
crazy.
we've been in the Cadillac like riding around crazy at night with that bang bang beat playing. That shit is the
Nah, that beat.
fuel.
Yeah, nah,
That's the
it
fuel
is.
for
It is.
mischief right
It is.
there. That
Nah,
beat.
it is. It
You know what
is.
I'm saying? That's the
It's
fuel
battery
to put
boosting.
some
It's
pain.
battery
Yeah,
boost.
that's
Yeah,
a fact.
it's battery
You don't need
boosting.
no old English or some Cobra
Or
or none of
steel
that. Steel
reserve.
Reserve. Yo, you listen to that bang bang and you be ready to fight and lose it all. Win, lose, or
Word.
draw. You know what I mean? Like for real.
I remember when you had your 2 Chainz era, when you was riding around with 2 Chainz in the whip. Remember that?
Oh, like chains to like
No, the
fight
rapper 2 Chainz era, when you used to just
Oh, man. You
me
was listening to the Two Chains
me.
out?
yes.
Only Titty Boy joint I liked was that riding around I'm getting it. That's the
That's
only
what I'm
shit that I
saying.
ever
That first drop,
riding around I'm getting it. I ain't gonna lie, that shit's all body.
that was your theme music for a minute, son.
No, because I was really feeling that song. That shit was motivating me.
Now you can be
that
his
shit
guest.
was
to to
that
do
shit was
bad. To do
that
bad.
shit was motivating me to do bad
That's what I'm
and
saying.
really try to get it.
That's what reminded me when he said that. I was like, oh yeah, I remember this.
Nah, you know who put me on to that? Streets. P Streets put me on to Teddy Boy. He like listening to this shit. Like
I remember
I'm
that
like,
shit.
man, that shit's
Yeah.
hard.
He was a
Who's it?
Um,
that was Wild era real quick.
nah, but Peace to Foxy Brown. She's dope, man. She's
Yeah.
dope. Um, and all right, number 9, Eve, the pit bull in the skirt,
I mean,
Rough
I
Riders
agree.
on.
He might need to be a little higher, but
Yeah,
I
Eve was
rock with
dope.
Eve. Eve was
Eve
dope.
is dope. Eve is dope. She's another one right in
Eve
the same
deserved
lane as
that.
Foxy, holding her own with
Yeah.
Titans.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Titans. Think about the
hmm
records she's making on with Swiss and them, with Kiss, with the whole
Yeah.
Rough Riders, with X. You know what I'm saying? Like
And being the
she's
only female in there
right,
going crazy, having some of the best
right,
verses too,
right.
like or
word.
coming in second or whatever, like
Yeah,
and
yeah,
her
yeah.
own solo
Holding her
work
own.
too. Her
Right.
solo work is
Yeah.
incredible too.
And monster hits too. Like you can't even
Yeah.
forget that she had that joint with Gwen Stefani, who
hmm
she kind of like boosted Gwen Stefani
Mhm.
to another
Yeah.
level.
Word.
Even though
Word.
you know what I'm
Word.
saying, real shit. Like she, a hip hop act, pushed a pop act even further with that record. You know what I'm saying? Like that's incredible. A hip hop
Yeah,
feat.
She
You
got
know what I'm
songs with
saying?
the Roots, like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you know what I'm
Philly,
saying. Yeah.
Philly.
She was on that Aftermath album, even though people like, yo, you can't even find that Aftermath album no more.
I
It
had
doesn't
both of them.
Mm-hmm.
stream.
I had a copy
A
of
lot of
them.
people, but nobody, you can't even stream it. It's like it never existed.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, who's
Mm-hmm.
Nas is on that album?
It's
Eve.
on there.
Remember, she was Eve of Destruction. She wasn't even Eve. She was Eve of
Mm-hmm.
Destruction.
Which is a
And
crazy name.
yeah, yeah. It was Eve of Destruction, and she's on there. She's on there a couple of times too.
Yeah,
I think she's on there more than once. She's on there more than once, if I'm not mistaken. I
Mm,
haven't heard that album in years.
me neither.
man.
You
I had
can't find it. It's not on YouTube. It's
that's
not on no
crazy.
streaming
Huh?
platform. It's like it never existed.
What?
Mm.
Why?
Remember he had the stupid video with him waltzing in it? Remember
Yeah,
he was
I
Dr.
remember.
Dre was doing the waltz?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
yeah,
Yeah.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Like you can't even find the video and like nothing. Like
Right.
what?
Maybe it got
crazy.
some type of strike against it and they had to take it
No,
down.
Dre.
You know
Nah,
what I
yo, I
mean?
haven't seen it. I just haven't like, yo, if you look at
Mm.
his discography
Yeah,
on any
he
streaming
removed it.
platform, Chronic 2000. They just put the Chronic on there
Right,
a couple of years ago. They just put the Chronic. It was always 2001, Chronic
right.
2001.
But yo,
And go ahead,
speaking
go
of
ahead.
that, where's Rakim's work with
It
Dre?
never,
Like, where is that shit?
Well,
it
nah,
never.
the what's the name is the 10th Seal is it's streaming. Isn't that the
But
album he did? Is some I
nah, I
think it's
don't.
some of it.
Some of it, right?
I,
Some
I
of it.
think Rakim said he was trying to get him to rap gangster, and he said that ain't him.
Yeah, right. He said it in his book.
Yeah, yeah.
That
He
was a
said
dope book
that's
too.
it's not him.
Right.
But let's go.
Um,
Let's go.
yeah. You know what I want to say, right? When we looking at the last two mentions, right? When we said 10 Foxy Brown and then we just mentioned number 9 Eve, I think it would have been perfect right then and there to throw Rod Digger, but we're gonna get into that in a
Mhm.
moment.
Yeah, yeah,
Number 8, the Queen, Roxanne Shante.
yeah. Okay.
She's definitely
She's
worthy
definitely worthy. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
worthy,
yeah.
worthy,
Another female in an all male group holding her own.
surrounded by
And got this and
goats.
had like I think she had the most disses against her than anybody in hip hop.
Right, right. Holding her own, battling. Um, she's dope, man. I listen to her daily on Shade 45. She's a co-host of a show on there.
She could still rap too.
She could rap. She had the voice. I think her voice was incredible too. Her movie that she had on
Yeah, that
Netflix a
movie is
couple years
fire.
ago,
It's
movie
pretty
was
dope.
dope.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. Me and my wife loved that movie. Um, she's fierce, man, and to be in a legendary Juice crew, with some of the goats of that era, you know what I'm saying, is incredible to hold your own, be a female MC, and just be wrecking the mic. You know what I'm saying? With Kane and like it's incredible. Um, and battling too, battling her way and cementing
Yeah.
her place in hip hop as well. 7, I kind of disagree with this. To me, and I love Salt and Pepper, but I don't
Yeah.
know. Like to me, I look at them as I don't
It's a
want to
group.
disrespect them. It's a group, right? And I don't know. Like they're incredible. Like they took hip hop like a little further to me. But I don't know. Like I never saw them as like a rap MC group. You know what I'm saying? I always saw them kind of like I don't know, like a pop, like a crossover type of group. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. How y'all feel about them? And I love them. I love their music
They
too.
were pretty big. They were pretty
But
big.
very
Yeah.
big, yeah,
I'm,
the biggest. They're the female Run DMC. You know what I mean? Like they're the female Run DMC.
I'm just against putting two people in one spot because it's a group.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't
You know, they're
mind,
both
like if
dope.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I love them. I love them. Like
You know what I mean?
they were impactful. Females was dressing like them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wild Hit
The,
Records. They
the
had the
door
look.
knocker
Yeah,
earrings,
they had
the
the look
hairstyle,
down.
the jackets with the
Yeah.
tights, with the Reebok 5411s on, different colors. I know females in my hood that used to dress like that. A
hmm
little older than me, like my aunt's age, my twin aunt's age,
hmm
and there was females like really dressing like that, and they from Queens
I could
too. You know what
imagine.
I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
like I seen them a few times. You know what I'm saying? Like in the hood. You know what I mean?
I
So
think they're iconic.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah,
don't know
yeah,
about being number 7.
yeah,
If
yeah,
there's
yeah. I don't know.
if
You could push
7
them
is
further down.
questionable,
Yeah, you could push them
push them
further
further
down.
down. Maybe somewhere around 14, 13,
Yeah,
15,
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
something like
Something like
that.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're incredible, but they definitely did more for hip hop than a lot of people. It's just I don't know, I just never really felt like it was spitting, but whatever. Excuse me. Number 6, MC Light. One of my favorites. One of my
Mm-hmm.
favorites.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Um, one of the dopest. I think she could easily be 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, anywhere in that slot. Do y'all think they sold her short by putting her at 6?
No,
Yeah.
where would
Nah.
she be?
Go ahead, P.
You think she'd be higher?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
No less than 3.
No.
I got a top five.
Cause like, yeah, maybe top 10. I don't know about five. Cause
I
like
got
Hmm.
top five.
when we got older, late '90s, what was she doing? She was acting. She wasn't really rapping. She didn't really do it. She didn't. I don't know.
I never heard her. I never heard a whack, really like a whack
Oh
verse
yeah,
from her.
that's a fact.
Anytime I
Her
heard
new
her,
stuff is
it
dope.
was fierce.
Her new
It
stuff
was
is.
fierce. I don't think she was like.
She never hurt. Like she never fell off at all.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was younger, I think I kind of had a crush on her. I think
I
a
think
lot
a
of
lot
people
of
had a.
people did.
A
I think
lot
a
of
lot
people
of
had a
people
crush
did
on her. She had that
because
beautiful
she was
look, like
tomboyish. Yeah, and she was
she
a
was
tomboy.
tomboyish, but yet wild, beautiful,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just
yeah,
super dope. Like you couldn't even
yeah.
see to me that's like a female MC, right? Like not when you don't even think about her as a female MC, you're just listening to the music and you're not
Right.
categorizing her
Right,
as a
right, right.
dope female.
That was
She
dope.
just was spitting. Like she
Mhm.
had
Right.
fierce lyrics. Um and like that's it, man. Like yo, that roughneck joint, man. I used to bump that shit. Like that
Yeah,
roughneck.
this
Yeah,
is
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
why. I
Yeah.
really like that joint. That shit was real catchy. They used to play it on Yo MTV Raps,
Word,
BET Rap City,
word.
and that
Mm-hmm.
shit was knocking. Like she had a lot of records, man. And to me, like her and Isis, aka Lin Q, were like my favorite females at that time. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about that in a little while also. Um, so peace to MC Light, man. You are one of the greatest in hip hop. Period. Female, male, anything. That's my opinion. You know what I mean?
Word, word.
Seriously, she easily could have been one, two, or three. You know what I'm saying? No less than three. Five, Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah, I think, is worthy
Could
of number
easily be
one.
number one. Yeah, me too.
Could
Me
could have
too.
been number one.
Yeah.
Um, one of our very own.
Word.
Um, the sister. I never had the pleasure or the honor of meeting her. But right when we heard about Queen Latifah, we knew she was affiliated with the Zulu Nation. We knew she had. I love that that UNITY. I think that's one of the greatest records. Period of that
Mm-hmm.
era. It was a strong message. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was powerful. Her music is powerful. Queen
Word.
Latifah's music was saying something,
Ladies
you
first was
know.
hard too.
Ladies first, definitely. You know what I mean? Her records were really saying something. And I think she made it hard for because of the path and the lane that she was in. So many people came at Little Kim and Foxy because they had sex appeal and they were not talking like Queen Latifah. So like people were instantly
Yeah.
throwing Lil Kim and Foxy down the stairs, um, because Queen Latifah set the bar so high, with that type of respect me. I'm a woman. I'm a queen. And then these sisters were just known for their sex appeal or whatever, their good looks. Queen Latifah is definitely one of the greatest in hip hop, female wise. What do y'all think?
I agree. He could easily be number one. I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Totally.
Great.
Like,
She.
yeah. Like I don't understand how the next one is for Little Kim. Like, how could Little Kim be over Queen Latifah? No
I
disrespect to
don't
Kim,
know.
you know what I'm saying? But like,
I don't
I
know,
can't. And
man.
and Hardcore is an all right album. Like, there's some joints on there. Like, I
No,
ain't
it
gonna
is. It
lie,
is.
some
I had her
joints on
first. I
Hardcore.
had her. I think I might have had her first four albums because I
Word.
like him. Yeah,
Yeah, I have
I
Lil Kim.
like him. I had hard. What is it? Hardcore, Notorious, KIM.
Yeah, I heard that.
Um, I had Labella Mafia. I had
Wad is a
whatever.
real supporter of hip hop for real.
Uh, um, yeah, yeah. I think I had. Yeah, I had most of her joints. I had all her joints. I think. Think I had all her joints, and they were dope. They like
Hmm.
Kim figured out how to put it together. Kim figured out how to put it together, and like her later joint, she was rapping.
Hmm.
She was rapping. It wasn't so like the older she got, it wasn't as vulgar. Like look,
Hmm.
hardcore was vulgar. You know
Very,
what I'm saying? It was
very,
vulgar. It was, you know what I mean? But
very.
And then Notorious K.I.M. She was, you know, a little bit vulgar, but she got some joints on there that I really like.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's the NOTOROUS. You
Hmm.
just lay
Hmm.
down slow. That was my joint. Well, that's Biggie, but you know they
Hmm.
used his voice. They sampled
Yeah.
that, and
Right. Right. Right.
she went off on that.
The
She did
the
Shine on
feature
that too.
the feature with Mobb Deep was really big, really big,
Yeah,
really 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 big.
yeah.
That record was an incredible record. Quiet Storm remix. Um, it's something that she's going to the bank with it, still performing and causing riots. I've seen her perform that a few times, and people be wilding for Kim when she goes
And
on stage. I ain't
she
gonna
do that
lie.
little dance. She do
That
that
little
little
dance,
dance
they
when she.
wild out. Yeah,
Yeah,
they wild
yeah,
out with
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit.
Brooklyn
Like,
love her. Brooklyn love her.
yeah, yeah.
Love her.
I seen her at Rock the Bells, and people were going crazy for her, like
Nah, she's
nuts.
iconic. Her fan base is up there with like Beyonce and them. You say anything bad about her, they can chop your
Right.
head off. They
Yeah, you
chop your
ain't
head
lying.
off.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
she's
Her
like
fan
that.
base is very defensive and
Yeah,
protective of her. Like,
yeah. But who would you say she had number four? She's number four.
she's at number four. And I want to say something also like about Kim, like how Nicki Minaj tried to jump in her lane by taking that pose, that iconic pose too.
Oh
Like,
yeah, for her album. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The snatch out pose was legendary at the time.
yeah.
No disrespect. Um, but it was a legendary pose that got a lot of eyes and a lot of attention. And then I don't know, I think it's kind of whack when somebody like copies you and does the same thing like you do. That kind of like, not to say, whatever, I'm sure like most men would say they love the Nicki Minaj photo and don't give a damn that she copied that from anybody, but like
And
I think it was
also,
whack.
Kim had like
Huh?
5 albums before Nicki Minaj came out. That was her very first album. That's almost
Right,
like the young buck paying homage. You shouldn't. You know,
right.
it's the same way with Nicki Minaj and Cardi. Yo, they didn't have to jump out like that. It's just they felt insecure, like when Kim just who was it Nicki
When
Minaj.
and I love Nicki, but
Yeah,
when I saw that album cover, I
that
thought of
was,
Only Built for Cuban Links. When he
you know what I'm
was like,
saying?
Right.
yo, niggas
Yeah.
caught Nas
Right.
album and bit off of Nas.
That's not
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
thing though. Nas album when Big did that, that's like they were in the same. Like even though Nas was like, and Nas kind of too on that concept because that was like what when the Cuban Links came out, Nas was already on like his third album or maybe his fourth album. The
No,
more
no, no. He only had
No
one
what?
album when
he only had
Cuban Links
one
came out.
album.
He
So
only had Illmatic
yeah.
That's
because
that's more.
96 was it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
written.
And that's like biting because you just did it. But someone like 10 years later doing something you,
You think that's homage?
yeah,
It's
especially
nah,
Think
it's
it's
biting still. It's
homage?
that,
still
that's not Lil Kim's lane anymore. He just was like how Little
it's
Kim.
still biting though. Like in
It's
hip hop, we don't. It's about originality.
Yeah,
Like
by
you
the time
can't.
Nicki came out, I
what
get
hip
what you're
hop
saying, no
reinvents
P.
though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It takes it,
when
it flips it. That's what hip hop does.
I'm gonna tell you what a so-called homage, paying homage, right? Like when KRS-One had the AK at the window,
Right.
that's paying homage to
Why?
Malcolm X,
Why though?
right? Nobody
Why?
in hip hop did that,
What?
huh?
Yeah, but it's like years later. It's like generation. It's like definitely like
Yeah,
years.
but nobody in hip hop did it. Like he was
Right, right,
was
right.
was was paying like respect to an iconic photo of Malcolm X.
So
So
you
like that's acceptable to bring something into hip hop from something that's legendary. Like, or if a brother didn't
didn't
somebody
Nicki try to do that too?
yeah, and then
were
And then
you
the
take
family got at
if
her.
you take the records
were
sample and flip it your own way, people was taking your in the beginning they was taking your rhyme and making it your own. When you first start rapping, you pattern after somebody, and then hip hop is like the reinvention. But like, all right,
I hear you.
you think Lola Brooke, she got the same song that Foxy Brown did. You think she's biting Foxy
Which
Brown?
one? I like Lola Brooke.
I like Lola
Yeah, I
a
like
lot
her
too.
too.
She's almost like a fake little Foxy Brown, right?
Yeah, I like her. I like her.
So
She could rap
I
though.
like
She
her.
could rap.
she
She
can
could
She
rap.
rap.
can rap.
She can
She
rap.
Mhm.
can rap.
But I don't. I think that's like homage. If it's like close to like a generation later, You know what I mean? It's almost like sampling your record. You know what I mean?
Didn't some didn't somebody pose as Huey P. Newton one time on an album cover also, or like a hip hop?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They be sitting in
I
that chair.
got the Huey P. Newton pick when I was a kid, sitting in the wicker chair.
Who's
Well,
who used that as a
Yeah,
cover? I
somebody did
forgot.
it though. Somebody in hip hop
Yeah,
did it.
yeah, yeah.
All
But yeah,
right.
it's
So
all right.
let's.
They just felt insecure and jumped out the way. That's the thing with females, yo. That right up there is like with white people in hip hop. How white people they're going to be one like credible white person in hip hop, kinda.
that's
Right?
not true though.
No,
That's not
that's
true either.
maybe.
If you get them in the room, they'll always have stories of what. Like they'll never like chill out together. They always gotta be the one. You know what I mean? They always gotta be the.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like that
You,
though.
That's the same thing with girls.
Eminem isn't gatekeeping white hip hop though. He's put a
Yeah,
lot
but
of white
he did
people
it.
on.
He did it. White rappers as soon as he opened his mouth. He
Who
shot
Cage
Everlast,
Everlast, Everlast.
Cage,
Backstreet Boys,
Necro.
Marky Mark, Vanilla Ice. He shit on all the white
Okay,
rappers.
but
Not
all of those
RA, not
dudes,
RA,
he didn't shit
Not
on
all
Ari the
right.
Rugged Man.
All
He
right.
didn't shit on Cage. He
RA.
didn't shit on Necro. He
He
didn't shit
definitely
on
shit
Ill
on
Bill.
Cage.
What about Apathy?
Apathy wasn't around when M was like, you know what I mean? Eminem dissed every white person he could that was
He
popular.
didn't diss what's my man name?
I think he was beefing with
ASAP.
Cage.
He
I think he
definitely
was
did
beefing
ASAP.
with. He was beefing
He
with
dissed
Cage. I
ASAP
think.
Rock.
that's because it's like one fell swoop when he got at your man. It was like all them he dissed all the underground rappers. When he got up a little bit, he dissed all the rappers on that level. Everlast. Then he got up a little bit, then he dissed Backstreet Boys. I
He
don't
didn't diss ASAP Rock.
Yeah, but A$AP Rock didn't really matter. Cage was the number one white person back then, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Cage was definitely like the
Yeah, he
top white
was.
boy in rap.
Yeah, he was.
He
Yeah,
was. He
he was
was.
very popular. I
I
ain't
don't
gonna
know.
lie. Like,
I know.
But it's
I
because
know.
they
I
feel
know.
threatened because it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's you feel, you know what I mean? There's not a lot of super credible street white people like that, kind of, but, you know what I
He ain't
mean?
diss Ill Bill either.
Ill Bill wasn't
right.
around back then, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, he was.
No, he was not.
The
Not for,
Ill Bill
90s
was around.
rappers.
not
Yeah,
Ill
for
Bill
yeah,
was
superstar.
around.
yeah.
Ill Bill around.
Ill
Ill
Bill
Bill was
was
around
around
before
before
him.
Nah, you're right, you're right.
him.
Ill Bill was around.
Nonfiction. We talking about
Yeah, yeah,
nonfiction.
yeah, yeah,
So
Yeah, he
yeah.
was.
Ill Bill.
remember, nonfiction is all white boys
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
yeah.
Sabak Red,
What?
Sabak
Ill
Red was nice
Bill.
too. And you
What?
know what's crazy? I
You
just
heard,
was
you know what
watching
Necro said,
Necro.
right?
Yeah, Necro. They don't mess with each other.
Yeah,
Right.
but he went to Necro like, yo, I'm kind of beefing with Cage. Back then, Eminem was just beefing with Cage. You know what I'm saying? That's like the number one white dude. You know what I mean?
We
All
could
right. Let's.
revisit that another time.
Yeah.
White
But
boys
You
and
know,
hip
we'll
hop.
bring some of the
my point
white
is,
Zulus
my
on
point, my, no,
to
no,
get
no, it's not just about
into
it.
the battle.
My point is, it's only they be feeling threatened. Little Kim felt threatened when she thought people came for her spot. She did that when it might have just been homage. You know what I'm saying? Same as
Maybe.
Nicki Minaj. I don't even think they're the same as Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as it got a little close, they started. Yeah, she felt threatened
Yeah.
when it was not the case. You know what I'm saying? No, that's my point. But yeah,
Who's
continue.
number three?
Number three is Miss Lauren Hill.
I don't agree with that, but
Me
maybe.
I think
neither.
she should have been 5, 6, 7 down, somewhere
No.
in the top 10. So
Look.
somewhere in the lower
We
10.
all love Lauren. We
I
all
love
love
her.
her. We
Yeah.
love Fuji Lauren. We love
Mm-hmm.
Miseducation of Lauren.
And
But
that's
that
it.
is
Mm-hmm.
not a hip hop album.
It wasn't.
It's not a hip
It
hop album.
wasn't.
How many
It's an
times she rapped?
It's an
How many
R&B
times she
album.
rapped on there?
That's true.
Man, twice maybe. I don't know. Like very few times.
My philosophies possibly speak sons, and that's
Lost
it,
Ones,
right?
Lost Ones was it. Even though Lost Ones,
Lost ones and all right, lost ones and everything is everything.
oh yeah, it felt like
Mm-hmm.
a
That's the
bar.
only time she rapped. That's the only time she
It's an
rapped.
incredible body of work
Yeah,
and achieved a lot. But
Fuji.
um,
The first Fuji album, The Translation Click, she rhymed. The score, undeniably, she killed the score.
she made
She
the
wilded out
album.
on the score. Yeah, on
She made the album.
she rhymed her behind off on the Carnival too. On Wyclef's first solo album, she rhymed her behind off. But after that,
Is she on there?
yeah, she's on Yeah the Dragon.
The fuck?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
She's on Yeah the Dragon. That song is fire. My favorite Lauryn Hill her rhyming is Zealots on the
Yeah,
score. That's my favorite that's my favorite verse of hers.
Mm.
Um
that's it.
Um, yeah, I don't think she should be that high up because like her body of work rapping, it's not enough.
And and
Right.
and and, and my J, like she was rapping, but like females really be rapping now. You know what I'm saying? Vel Wonder,
Yeah.
Vel Snow the product, and they be singing
Oh, Snow
too.
the Product is fire.
Yeah, they be singing
Yo,
too. You know what I'm saying?
they're
She
going.
And
she's
not,
more worthy of being on this list than some of the
right,
Yeah,
right, right.
artists
she should
that
be in the top 25. Nah, Snow
she
the
should be in the
Product
top
is
25.
That's what she
official.
was
Nah, she's
Let's get
official.
to that because we approaching the hour.
All right,
Let's
who's all
so
right? So who's two?
hold on.
Two,
So two is
two.
Missy Elliott,
Missy Elliott.
and
Nah, nah,
nah,
nah.
she's a
Uh,
R&B pop act in my book. But
yeah, she's
not
not
to
really a
disrespect
rapper.
her, but an incredible singer, an incredible
Yeah, yeah,
songwriter,
she's
an
yeah,
incredible
entertainer.
choreographer,
Yeah, yeah, all of
an
that,
incredible entertainer.
but not a
Um,
rapper. Not a rapper. No,
right,
no,
right. You know what I'm
no.
saying? Like
Just because
I
Lil
don't.
Wayne said that's his favorite artist, that doesn't mean she's.
mm,
I think that's probably why they put her on there. To be honest with you,
Man, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to
she's
figure it out.
dope. I'm not saying she's not
She's
dope, but we're
incredible. She's
talking about this is a
incredible.
list for
I
25
know.
greatest
You know,
female rappers of all
but
time.
she can't.
Rappers,
Really rap.
MCs.
Keyword rappers.
She doesn't really
Hmm
rap to me. I mean, kind
Right.
of.
Nah.
All right.
And you know,
So,
number one, Nicki.
right, number one, Nicki Minaj, which is highly questionable. She could have easily been 10. You know what I'm saying? And I think she's dope. She got wild
Yeah.
songs. She got a crazy catalog.
I
Super
love Nick.
successful. She's obviously the most successful
That's
female
Queens.
MC, hands
Love
down.
Nick. Queens
Um,
bias.
I think she got a lot of flows. She got a lot of different sounds. She got the look. She has a lot of great things about her. But I never really cared for her too much. Like I don't like the big animated type of things. Like I don't know. I
So
never really checked for
you
her
don't like
music.
Kendrick. You don't like Kendrick.
No, I like Kendrick. I like Kendrick. I'm not like a Kendrick stan. You know what I
He's
mean?
animated.
He is animated.
But let's
He
keep
is
it at the
anim.
female thing. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
so
So that's it.
we completed the 25, right?
Yeah.
People that's
Right.
not on there that I have a problem with not being on there. Number one, Rah Digger.
Raw Digger.
That is a
She's
travesty.
she's top 10. She's top 10.
Yes, that's a
Top
travesty.
10.
Rah Digger not being on there, yo.
Yeah.
Like Dirty Harriet, he ate Lauryn Hill on Cowboys.
Oh my goodness.
But then
My
she fell
goodness.
off so hard.
She did, but Dirty Harriet is so
I
strong.
think Harry was
It's so
so.
strong.
And the Flip
It's
Mode album, she went off.
She went off on the Flip Mode album.
She
Flip
was.
She
Mode
went
album, she went crazy.
She
and
did.
she's another one that held her own with a lot
Before,
of MCs that
before,
were fire.
huh?
Another one that held her own with a lot of male
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
MCs.
She was dope when she was off,
And
and then she just stopped, and that's it.
Dudes was in love with her
Yeah,
at the time too.
Yeah, yeah,
Dudes
yeah,
was in
yeah. A
love.
lot of people,
Rod
yeah,
Digger
yeah, they
had like
were.
yo, dudes,
Yeah,
and
she had
I'll
a
include
fandom.
myself
She
too.
had a
I
fandom.
was kind of crushing over her too. Rod Digger was beautiful. She was talented. The fact that they put so many people that are barely even hip hop on there, like she got to be looking at this list, and I hope she sounds off on it. And you know what? Like she might as well make a song
She
dissing
probably
all.
won't. She probably won't. She probably
Nah, she
laugh at
probably
it.
won't, but she has a right to be here. Like she should have been put here.
Yeah.
Shame on Billboard for not putting her here.
Shame on Billboard for not putting Mia X on there.
That too. That too.
but why though? Because she was from the first only female No Limit.
No, because Mia X was nice though.
She could
She was
rap,
dope.
but she
She
didn't have
was
no, like
dope.
breakaway nothing. She didn't have like no.
But she was surrounded by a
So
gang of
what
MCs.
what
Oh,
breakaway does
And
Tierra Whack have for her
she,
to be on the list? That's what I'm saying. Like we
she
know
had,
Tierra Whack is dope. We know
yeah, but
she's dope.
Tierra Whack solo, Tierra Whack got more whatever than Mia X. You know what I'm saying? More
More
anything,
what?
anything.
As far as what?
If
A lot of
it
people don't even know who she is though.
right, but this is the thing.
I didn't.
If now it streams, right? What if it was CDs? If Tierra Whack might have put out, we don't know, but
That doesn't equal the
Tierra
streams don't be equaling.
Mia X,
Mia
Mia,
Mia X might have went gold. She might have went gold out the trunk. in her
That's
neighborhood.
a
Real
But
fact.
she
shit.
didn't.
The way they was
Like,
doing it.
she might have went gold straight out of being down with fucking No Limit. That one album. That's like she was
He,
with
she had Mia X. Look it up right now. Look it up
she
right
was
now,
just a
L.
girl. She was just a girl.
Look up what her
Her
accolades or
discography. Her discography.
or yeah,
What do you
hold on.
mean? You could drop anything and make a CD, but you can't tell me
What
one hit record, one.
wasn't she on? Make them say,
That's it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's
You can't.
enough.
Nothing special about
That's
Mia X.
enough.
No, it's
So
not.
she
That's
got
enough.
she got four albums: Unladylike in 1997, Mama Drama, Good Girl Gone Bad 1996, and then Mommy Dearest is her last album.
Left
So this
Eye's
is
on
all
there, P. Come on,
right,
yo. Left Eye's
right.
on there.
I don't agree with that
Yo,
either.
another person that's not on there. Why Boss not on there? If Left Eye's on there, why is Boss that just passed away?
No, because what?
Why
I'm just
Heather B could
saying.
have been on Heather B could
Heather
have been
B could
on
have been
there.
on there too. Lady
Nah,
Luck could have been
Bahamadia,
on there.
Bahamadia,
No Bahamadia.
nah. Bahamadia is the
Bahamadia.
best argument y'all made out of the five. He said
That's a
boss.
lie. I said
Why?
Rod Digger. I said
What?
Rod
Rod
Digger.
Digger, Rod Digger could have been top five in this list. Like, you know
Rod
what I'm
Digger.
saying?
The one album and the two flip mode albums, maybe. But damn
That's
sure
enough.
Bahamadia.
That's enough. Dirty
Bahamadia.
Harriet was that
Where
good.
that might be enough. Yes,
Dirty Harriet was that good.
you know what I mean. But
Nonchalant had a charting song. 5 in the morning.
nonchalant,
Yeah.
hell no.
She had a charting song.
Not
Yeah. That's valid. That's valid.
so did Skilo.
Where 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 is
Yeah,
ISIS, aka Lin Q, on this? I think
nowhere.
she's worthy.
Right next
I
to
think
Gene
she's
Gray.
worthy. I
Yeah,
think
where's
she
Being
was
Jean
worthy.
Grey? Where's Jean
Where's
Grey?
Jean Grey? Where's
nice,
Jean Grey?
very nice.
Jean Grey. Wow.
Where is she?
Yeah.
Where is she?
Yeah. She got a couple albums that are fire. Real
They're
talk.
dope, but they're not noteworthy enough. You know what I'm saying? This Billboard doing that,
Yo,
like,
listen. When Jean Grey came out, she was one of the hottest female rappers.
I know,
She was on every online hip hop
I know,
publication.
and
Everywhere.
Hmm.
Everywhere you saw her. It was kind of like Rhapsody almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
When they started
It's a
pushing
good
Rhapsody,
comparison.
they was
That's a good
pushing Jean
comparison.
Grey. They was pushing Jean Grey like that.
yeah. The
I was at
underground,
that time I was checking for Jean Grey and Sonya Blade a lot.
Yeah, Sonya Blade was
Wasn't
nice.
Sonya Blade on Rod Digger and Dirty Harriet, right? Do My Ladies Run This? I think.
Mm,
no,
Yeah,
that was
that's Sonya
Eve.
Blade.
no.
No, Sonya Blade is on one of them. She got a
She's
song
on the
with
song. She is
she's
on
on a
the
song.
album, but I don't think she's not
He
on
is
Do
No,
My
not
it might not
Ladies
be
Run It.
on
I
Do My
think
album
that's
Ladies Run.
Eve.
with Rod
Eve
Digger.
is on it. I'm gonna look it up right now.
He is not on Rod Digger's album.
Who's Sonya
I,
Blade? I
Maybe
think
like
I
she
think she
is.
is.
maybe like her
I
fourth
think she.
album, the one after
No.
divorce album.
The divorce album.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yo, he said the divorce album. Yo,
No,
you a
that is her.
fool.
She's on. It's Eve, Rod Digger, and Sonya Blade
See, I knew
on Do
Eve
My
was on
Ladies.
there. Okay.
Yeah. She's on
Word.
that. That's
That's
her. That's
crazy.
Sonya Blade. Yo, Sonya Blade had a buzz. She had
Nah,
a
she
buzz.
did.
She was
She did.
fire.
Mae
But
West had a buzz too, but I don't know
Mae
what happened with
West,
her.
Rod Digger looking like a joint here too. Like she, I don't know if y'all can see it, but she
Yeah,
was
that's the
looking good.
album cover. I remember the
She was
album
looking good
cover.
on Dirty Harry. I ain't gonna lie.
Uh,
Peace,
who else?
peace to the queen.
Who else? Yeah,
no,
I think Boss.
boss.
Yeah, man.
Why?
Yeah. Because Left Eye's on there. That's why.
Left Eye was part of TLC rapping,
No, that's an R&B group.
but she was the rapper in the group. Was technically
What?
mixed,
Tell
but
me
not
something she said. Tell me
not
something
a
she
full
said.
R&B
Tell
group.
me something she said.
She said, "Don't go chasing waterfalls. Place it to the rhythm and the links that you're used to."
That was T-Boz.
Good try, P. Good try. Yo,
That was them harmonizing.
yo, we over an
Yeah,
hour
get this shit
long
out of here.
on this episode.
Get this shit. You're Don't bring the scare business to me.
I don't know if any of the viewers or listeners be tuning in all the way past the hour, but if you check the video out or if you're listening on Spotify, drop a comment and let us know your feelings about this Billboard list. Um, did Rod Digger get, I think Rod Digger got robbed. You know what I'm saying? If you feel there's another female MC that should have been on this list, or maybe like if you got your own little order of it, we might run it back and drop our
Where's
own
Makiba
list.
Mooncycle?
The fuck,
Or peace,
man.
peace to her too, right?
Peace,
Yeah,
Facts.
peace. No.
Peace to the five deadly
I'm just
venoms.
saying.
Peace
Yeah,
to the
like
five
Champ
deadly
MC,
venoms.
and you know what's crazy? Excuse me. Before the
You.
Five Deadly Venoms got formed, Finesse was a part of was Finesse and Cinque. Is that how Cinquis? And Champ MC had been rhyming. She from the Bronx, but she was on some West Coast stuff. Yo, what about Angie Stone, who was a part of the sequence? She was rapping in '79. Why they didn't put?
Hmm.
I just saw like you saw Jabs put that post up. I'm
You,
just saying, like
you
they just putting people
she was
there.
rapping in '79.
She was.
Yeah, no, real shit.
She's
Yeah,
accredited as the first.
she's
She's
a
a
pioneering
pioneer in
female
Southern hip
MC.
hop.
That's
She's
fuck.
a she is.
Real shit. Yeah,
Though
no,
like
that's undisputed.
when Jabs just posted Luke saying he pioneered Southern hip hop, I debunked it and said no, the sequence was the first female hip
Yeah,
hop group
real shit though,
coming
Ken.
out of South Carolina, and Angie Stone was a part of it. Angie Stone was a rapper in '79. Like that's
Hmm.
just a
I
fact.
know about no '79. That's insane.
That's their origin, 79. Go look it up. Go look it up. 79. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, yo. They putting people. Doechii just came. Yo, I just figured out who Doechii was during the Grammys. I didn't even know who
Right.
she was. A lot of people didn't know who she was until the Grammys. Obviously, all the people that's hip to her, oh, that's Doechii. She been hot. Da 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 da. Da. But you just got it's 2025. You just got hot. How you make the list already?
What number
Hmm.
was she on the list?
It was like
20
20,
something,
23 or something like
23 or
that.
something
Oh
like that.
yeah,
But like,
let's skip a number. I just didn't say that.
but why
Oh,
are you
word.
on there? She's dope. Don't get me wrong.
That's probably
She
the only.
dope. She dope. But like greatest of all time. See, that's the thing. Like put hot. You could put hot or dope. But when you start putting greatest of all time on something,
Hmm.
like that's a different kind of
Or they could have
standard.
put the 25 most successful female MCs or something like that.
Yeah,
You know what I
like
mean?
something like
Most
that. Like
But when
don't
you
put
putting
greatest of
the
all time,
best, the
yo.
best or
yeah,
greatest,
Don't put
like
greatest of
nah,
all
Rod
time,
Digger is
B.
one of the best female rappers.
I think
Um,
Armani Caesar is nice. I
yeah.
think she nice.
Yo, like I
Her,
really,
the
and I'll say
Liz
this
1 and
again,
2 is dope.
Shay Noir she could have been on that list too. Real
that's
shit.
nice.
Like I really feel that. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
think
no, I agree. I
her and
agree.
Rhapsody are my two favorite female MCs right now, and they're neck and neck. They got a song together, and I think Shay Noir, like, I don't want to say she dusted Rhapsody, but she got her. I think she sounded doper on the song. So
Real.
that's to show you, like, Shay
Now
Noir
Shade
is
Noir is nice. She nice. She just
she's
don't have the
dope,
appeal that
right?
and that's another thing. Like when like P was saying, like it's a whole nother like kind of thing when it's a female MC or rapper because you gotta worry about oh she look good, do she
Right.
sound good? Like it's too much to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Rather
Hmm.
than focus on the content, the stuff that they're
They want to
creating,
look
and
at the whole
forget what they
package
look
for the
like.
female.
Yeah, like Shay Noir ain't wearing no like she don't got her breast out, she don't got her butt out, she not wearing booty shorts in her
That's why I like
videos.
her. So
She's
that's why I
not
like her.
talking.
Let me hear the
She's not.
lyrics.
Yeah, but she's not talking about that neither. Like and like
Right.
as a man, um, I don't think I would want to be listening to that raunchy stuff coming from a female. No way. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
so
Like that's
all
just
right. Can
me.
I ask you this? So what about Scarlett, right? Do you feel like you don't want to hear that from a female MC also, like that rah rah, like type of Onyx shoot 'em up
Um,
MOP type of vibe that Scarlett is on? Cause she on some,
I
you know what I'm
mean
saying?
that
Like
that's
she
her
got that.
life.
Right.
That kind of like was how she like I like honestly I all jokes aside like paid attention to her so I know kind of like her story that the
Yeah.
things she went through, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And I respect Scarlett,
Hmm.
respect her stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I see she's trying to like,
Tone it down a
like
little, like mix it
not
up a
not
little bit.
not yeah, right. Like mix it up a little and she's experimenting, you know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
she's not like held to a certain kind of,
Hmm.
lane or whatever.
Hmm.
Nah, I could tolerate Scarlett. I actually like that. What's that joint? What was her first joint?
I know
Back
which
the
one you're
fuck
talking
up.
about.
Move
Right,
the
right, right.
back. That I
Yeah,
like that joint. I liked it.
yeah,
I thought
yeah.
it was dope.
Peace
I
to
thought it was
Scarlet.
dope.
I think maybe 2 years ago, like there was a lot of um female MCs just emerging 2, 3 years ago. It's been a lot of strides for female MCs in the last few years in hip hop. They definitely
Yeah.
got a bigger imprint and a bigger piece of the culture now. And I'm all
I don't
for it,
want to hear
but I
all of that
just
stuff all the
I don't
time
want to hear all the I don't
though.
want to hear the like the stripper stuff, like
Yeah, like
put it in like you're banking everything on your sex appeal. Like, let me hear the lyrics, the beats, the songs, make incredible music.
that's
And
like
don't, who cares about the looks
that,
or your image or any of that?
when I listen to even when I listen to male rappers, right? Like I can't listen to Benny the Butcher because I think it's the same stuff all the time.
Hmm.
And
Let me hear
I
something
think he's
different.
dope. I think he's dope, but it's like I've been listening to them from the beginning when nobody wasn't like when Griselda wasn't like popping like that, when it was still kind of underground. So now I'm hearing them, I'm just like, yo, it's the same. I heard one Benny verse, I heard them all. You hear one Megs the Stallion verse, you heard them all because it's the same content. When you
Hmm.
hear
Hmm.
Benny, I'm hearing about the plug.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm hearing about is the plus. Same thing with Pusha T. I'm hearing about the drugs. You hear about Meg Thee Stallion. I'm hearing about the twerking and my booty and my vagina. I'm listening to Glorilla talking about how she could take your man every other bar. Like I don't want to hear that. Talk
Redundant,
about something
repetitive
else. Yeah,
raps.
yeah. Talk
Yeah,
about
let me hear
something else.
something different.
Come on, mix it up, yo. Mix it up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right.
And they left LeChat off of there too. Who Cardi B stole Bickenhead from and gonna try to give the joint to Project Pack. That's LeChat. You know what I'm saying? That's LeChat. You
Mm.
heard?
Oh, P wiped out on us.
Nah, he back.
Yo, let's end this though. It's hard to upload these past
All
the
right.
hour. But
Uh,
let us know in the comments who got robbed and was the list completely whack. But salute to everybody, man. Spears and Mics, man. We're still striving to put this content out. Rock with us, you heard? Peace.
peace.